What's up, y'all? Welcome to High Noon Racing. Under this torn cover is our 98 Firebird Scoots. It's our Project F body. Now, we named this thing Scoots because the idea is it's gonna scoot. Gonna do it for a Saturday. Got an idea of something I want to build. I want to build me a cart that I could push out in the yard. Got some big old mud tires on it. Something I can keep the MIG welder on with all the cables. That way it legit is like perfect little yard cart. I don't have to haul everything out here and then haul it back to the garage and make a mess in the garage each time. I could just keep everything stored in it. And I mean, that way also, when I get me a nice trailer, I could push that unit right up in the trailer, ready to go to the track with a welder, whatever I need. So I think I'm gonna do that. It's gonna slow down some of the part buying process on the car, but I think it'll definitely benefit me in the long run. So probably gonna take you guys along for a ride to accumulate these supplies and make this happen, Captain. Okay, guys, so I started measuring things. Measured my little tool cart I got out there without the wheels. Measured my welder. Measured the bottle. Started kind of drawing out some ideas, you know, for the welder to be on the cart and the bottle to be on the main cart and a nice little table to work with. That's what the top view would be like. And then this would be the side view of this area right in here. So I have 4 nice sized cubbies, 15 3/4 inches tall each. And this would be, these would all be 11 inches wide. And then this one would be full height. And that'll give me a nice 33-inch wide work surface up here. So that'll be nice. It'll be just as wide as the cart. Put some big off-road tires. And we should be good. Alright, I started doing some ADHD math here. Just drawing where I see all the needs for horizontal and vertical boards. And I came out with 16 2x4s and 3 4x8 sheets of whatever I choose to get. So now we got to get up on, and I'm trying to convince my wife to go with me so I ain't got to do all this alone. I don't want to be bored. So you going? Yeah. Okay, sweet. So I got to go to Harbor Freight, get the caster wheels, go to Home Depot, get the wood, come back, chop it all up, start building it. It's a raining today. Alright guys, I did some late night painting. Don't worry, I didn't have no whiskey. That's what I'm going to get now because I'm out of whiskey. But I did some late night painting and I painted everything. Well, not everything, but I painted 90% of it. And I'm glad I did because I had to leave it out in the rain and it actually kept the wood from soaking up all that water for the most part. So it's pretty sick. I wheeled it in the garage. I'm going to show you guys it in a second. It's not done yet. I still want to do a few things to it and figure a few things out because that tank creates a lot of weight on one side. There was like no air in the tires, so that made it kind of like do a little teeter-totter thing, which wasn't good. But aired up the tires and that seems to have gone away. And I like rolled it up the step into the garage, no problem. Just hit it with a little hump. So it's off-road certified. It's ready to rock and roll. Holy cow. I didn't know they made the big bottle of Knob Creek. Whew, I feel like it's my birthday. Alright, that's more like it. Got it all cleaned up. Plan to keep my main tools in here, and then whatever I need I'll just grab, just because be confusing keeping like half a socket set. God dang it. Half a socket set somewhere else. These tools are like specialty tools, measuring tools, all sorts of custom weird stuff. I got all my drivers up in here. That ain't all of them. I still got mess to clean up. Extension galore. And I normally have zip ties and self-tappers in there. But check this out. So I got my little mini vacuum up in there, my little mini compressor. So I can vacuum stuff up and blow stuff off or out or whatever I need. Self-tappers always come in handy. Got my trays, little cubbies, tape. This vise came in handy twice already, so that's sick. Bottle's chilling under there. Speaker, cause you know, drinking your whiskey, gotta have your tunes. Got my helmet there, welder chilling back under there. The MIG welder, TIG welder, I'm gonna leave where it's at for the welding table that's covered in right now. Got a little trash bucket for throwing stuff in. Got all my drill bits and hole saws and whatnots. Chop saw, because you never know when you're gonna need that. Got this tool always likes to hide. It's like a 10mm socket. But got my angle grinder up in here and a bunch of random attachments and then a bunch of cutoff wheels for that. On the back side, I got 125 feet of what's this, 220 cable, but it's but most of it's this really thick gauge, and then the last 25 feet or so is this thinner gauge. But still, I mean, it's still heavy gauge wire. So I can run the 220 for the welder from this guy. I don't know where the box is hiding. From this box, from the wall, all the way out and around the yard, and do whatever weldings I got to do. This will be nice also for just wheeling out and working in the driveway, or hell, even wheeling this thing on the trailer. It's only, how wide did I make this thing? It kept getting wider as I was going, but it's right at 80 inches, which is 6 foot 8 inches. Most trailers are actually 7 foot wide, so if I had to, this could fit on the front of a trailer. Go to the strip with me, good to go, boy. And these big wheels, they're definitely doing good now that there's some air in them. So yep, bottles ratchet strapped in 2 places. Ain't going nowhere. It's a good deal here. I'm soaking wet, about half lit, and yeah, let's go over this real quick. This all started out as, if you remember, a couple minutes back in this video, it started out as an idea, and I was like, well, I got a good idea. I'm gonna take me some measurements. So I measured the cart, this unit, measured the welder, measured the bottle, started letting them ideas bounce around, started drawing up how I thought it could all go together. Top view. And I had a plan for like 4 boxes with 10 to 11 inch spacing. And that would have been here, there, there, and there, and that still would have been like that. And then I threw the welder in there, and I was like, you know, that's a really good spot for that welder, so I'm gonna leave it. So that's how that turned out. I literally started looking back and forth, like looking at this and looking at all the axes to count the 2x4s and all the up downs at 31 inches or whatever, and all the extra crosses. Yep, ADHD math. You know, the good stuff. And those are just measurements as I was cutting plywood. And yeah, that's what I got left over. I'm gonna save it. Save it because eventually I'm gonna have to make wheel cribs for putting the tranny in the car. I don't make a huge mess in the garage. At the end of the night, y'all have seen my videos. Y'all have seen this path is like just cluttered with everywhere. I mean, it's still kind of cluttered with everywhere, but I can actually walk through here now and I won't be looking for tools. Like, that's the one thing that pisses me off the most. Spending time looking for something that I own 3 of. I can't stand that. Like, I mean, literally, y'all see my socket drawer? I probably own 3 of everything. I don't like wasting time looking for tools. But anyways, there we have it. I like it. I hope y'all like it. I mean, this isn't my typical video I make, but yeah, I'm gonna get back to this here. Whiskey, bourbon, y'all are curious. That's backwards. This is Knob Creek 9-year. You get you a glass of that, you throw a couple ice cubes in it. The first pour, first like drink you take out of it, make it a big one. Make it a real big one. Because you're gonna have to fight that tongue twister coming at you. And then once you get past that, oh, it's just sweet. Smooth and sweet. Good to go. It's Sunday, it's been raining like hell. This is High Noon Racing, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.